Welcome to the Property Code. I'm your host, Nick. In today's episode, we bring a fresh perspective for 2025 by exploring how to leverage your superannuation to invest in property, aligned with the latest market trends from hybrid work to sustainable design. On a crisp Monday morning, Alex, a project manager who now splits time between Sydney and a regional beach town, paused before his computer. Remote work had redefined where and how people live, and city-centric housing demand was shifting. Alex remembered the day his accountant mentioned self-managed super funds. The concept had seemed distant until hybrid schedules made coastal towns competitive with the 5% rental yield he once dismissed. He imagined using his super balance to become a property owner rather than solely relying on shares and exchange-traded funds. An SMSF, or self-managed super fund, puts the power directly into your hands. Rather than trusting a large manager with pooled investments, you craft your own investment strategy and choose assets that match modern trends, such as properties in emerging lifestyle hubs or buildings with green certifications. First, Alex established the SMSF with guidance from a specialist firm that understood 2025 compliance requirements around environmental, social, and governance criteria. Together, they drafted the trust deed, appointed trustees, and registered with the Australian Taxation Office. At the same time, he opened a dedicated fund account to ensure every rental payment and expense would be transparent. Next came market research powered by artificial intelligence tools. Alex used a platform that applied machine learning to historical price movements, rental demand data, and climate resilience scores to identify suburbs likely to grow. He focused on a coastal community experiencing population growth driven by remote workers seeking work-life balance. With interest rates hovering around 3.5%, he modeled cash flow to ensure rental income covered mortgage repayments and maintenance reserves. His SMSF provided a deposit of 20% of the purchase price, satisfying lender requirements under a limited-recourse borrowing arrangement. This structure protected other fund assets. If the SMSF ever defaulted, only the property would be at risk. After settlement, Alex invested in energy-efficient upgrades, solar panels, smart thermostats, and water-saving fixtures to qualify for sustainability rebates and boost tenant appeal. A professional property manager handled day-to-day operations, from tenant screening with digital identity verification to quarterly performance reports delivered via dashboard. Rental revenue flowed back into the SMSF, covering insurance, council rates, and maintenance without delay. Strict record-keeping was crucial. SMSFs must adhere to evolving regulations. Any breach of the investment strategy or personal use of the property can incur penalties and erode tax benefits. Alex used cloud-based accounting software integrated with his SMSF platform for real-time tracking of income, expenses, and depreciation schedules. By the end of the third year, the property had appreciated by approximately 12%, reflecting both local market dynamics and sustainable upgrades that increased its value. Rental yields averaged 6% annually, supported by continuous demand from hybrid workers. After fees and costs, the SMSF balance had outperformed many traditional super fund benchmarks. Looking to the future, Alex plans to diversify further by adding fractional commercial holdings and climate-resilient builds to his fund. Fractional ownership platforms now allow super funds to invest in large-scale projects alongside institutional partners, a trend gaining traction in 2025 as funds seek scale without concentration risk. Using super to buy investment property today demands a blend of professional counsel, technology-driven insights, and an eye on sustainability. For proactive investors ready to navigate rising rates, remote work migration, and ESG priorities, this approach can align retirement savings with real-world assets that generate income and capital growth. That wraps our discussion on leveraging superannuation in 2025. Thank you for joining the Property Code. If you found value in today's insights, subscribe. Until next time, stay strategic and future-focused.